Hello students, welcome back to physics class. So today we will be discussing the new topic, that is thrust and pressure. Okay, as everyone knows that we are studying the chapter of gravitation. We have already covered our two chapters in physics, and this is our third chapter. And regarding that only, we are discussing a new topic today, that is thrust and pressure. And last time we have discussed what? We have discussed and compared the weight of an object on moon and on earth by the concept of acceleration due to gravity and by the concept of universal law of gravitation. We have discussed the universal law of gravitation also, that how to calculate the force in between the two bodies separated by some distance. Okay, and today we are here to talk about thrust and pressure. These are the two and very small topics. Okay, and this is the numerical actually. So we will be solving this numerical, but before, it is very important for us to know the concept of thrust and pressure. So first, let us talk about thrust, because without knowing thrust, we cannot be able to define pressure. So as you can see, here is the definition of thrust which has been written. The force acting on an object perpendicular to the surface is called thrust. That means the force acting in the perpendicular direction on an object, okay, perpendicular to the surface. It is acting perpendicular to the surface. For example, like this. I am having one pin, and this is the tip of the pin. And let us assume that this is the board, okay. And here what we do, you might have seen that there may be notice board in your school or whatever. So in that, what we prick by using pin. Okay, by using pin we attach the notice by pricking. So while pricking with the help of our thumb, we apply what? We apply the vertical force on that, okay, on that pin. And this force is applied on an object. The force acting on an object. This is an object, and we are applying the force. And the force should be what? The force acting on an object perpendicular to the surface. Okay, that means the force is acting in the perpendicular direction. Okay, the force is acting in the perpendicular direction with respect to the surface which is there. Okay, with respect to this surface which is there on this. Similarly, there may be some force, the same amount of the force may be acting along this also, along this tip also. Okay, so this tip may also be having very small area. Okay, and perpendicular to that only some force has been applied in a very perpendicular way with respect to this board. Okay, and that's why we are saying that there is some thrust which we apply to corresponding areas. Okay, so similarly, a very broad example can also be taken. If we are having one block which has some length, breadth and height like this, and we have kept this block on the ground, and obviously this may have some length, this may have some breadth. Okay, for example, the length may be 20 centimeter, the breadth may be 10 centimeter. So the area which is in contact with that ground will have some length and breadth. Okay, and now what we are applying? We are applying a force perpendicular to this from the upper side. Or if this object has a mass, then it will be applying the force in the downward direction. Okay, this object may be having the force in the downward direction mg, as I told you many times in the class. And this force will be towards the ground, towards the center of the earth. Because what is the weight of this object? The weight is what? The force by which it has been attracted towards the earth center, and that's what it is doing according to its nature. And that weight is equals to m into g, that is the mass of an object into acceleration due to gravity. And this is what? This is the thrust. M into g is the thrust, and we know that m into g is the force. So thrust is nothing but it is the force which acts in the perpendicular direction with respect to the surface. There is the surface, and it is acting in the perpendicular direction. Now let us talk about pressure. Pressure is nothing but it is just the effect of that force. Okay, pressure is the effect of that force. As you can see, the thrust, or one can say the force on a unit area is called pressure. thrust upon pressure. And we know that thrust is nothing but force, and its unit is Newton. The unit of area is meter square in SI system. Okay, so it will come out to be Newton meter square per meter square. So this was all about the concept of thrust and pressure. Now let us solve this numerical. Here you can see that the question has been written there that a block is kept on a rooftop. The mass of the block is 10 kg and its dimensions are, this is length, breadth and height. Okay, this may be something. On its dimension are 20 centimeter, 10 centimeter and 5 centimeter. They may be the dimension, length, breadth and height of the block. The pressure exerted by the block on the roof, if it is made to lie on the roof with its sides of dimension this. Now corresponding to the two sides only, we can what? We can place the block on any surface. Okay. For example, this is a block. This has some length, this has some breadth, and this has some height. So with respect to, let us assume that with respect to this length, with respect to this breadth only, I am putting this on the surface. Okay, that means there is no contribution of this height which is touching here on the surface. What are touching? Only the length and breadth are touching here on the surface. So that why it has been written that its sides of dimension this and this are lying on the roof. Okay. So if we want to calculate, what we have to calculate? Let us see that what we have to calculate. We have to calculate the pressure in this case. Okay, what will be the pressure in this case? So before calculating the pressure, okay, before calculating the pressure exerted by the block on the roof. Okay, the pressure is required here. So pressure is what? Pressure is thrust upon area. So if we know the value of the thrust, then we will be able to calculate the pressure, and we are knowing the value of the area which is in contact. Okay, so what will be that? So let us calculate first of all the force or the thrust. So let us assume that the block is very close to the earth surface. Okay, the block is very close to the earth surface. That means a roof is almost there lying towards the earth surface. So we better know for that condition, for any object to be there at that position, what will be the value of G? The value of G will be equal to 9.8 meter per second square. Okay, this will know. So the force exerted will be how much? By the block, that will be equal to thrust. That will be the thrust. Okay, this will only be the thrust. And this will be equal to mass of the block, that is given 5 into 9.8. This will be in Newton. Okay, because we know the value of force is in Newton, and this will come out to be 49 Newton. Okay, so what will be the pressure? So pressure will be, let us denote the pressure by P, that will be equal to force per unit area or thrust per unit area. We have calculated the force, that is 49, and we are knowing the area also. How much is the area? Area is what? In contact is this much. That is, before doing this, before coming to pressure, what will be the area? Area is what? Area which is in contact. Area in contact. 20 into 10. This is in centimeter square. Centimeter into centimeter. Okay. So this will be 200 centimeters square. But according to SI systems, because the force is written in Newton, we have to convert this area into meter square. So first we have to divide this dimension by 100 and again by this dimension by 100. That means we will be multiplying this quantity 200 with 10 to the power minus 4, because 100 will go upstairs, then it will be what? 10 to the power minus 2 for this, and 10 to the power minus 2 into, for this also the 100 will be divided, so that will also go up, that is 10 to the power minus 2. So 10 to the power minus 2, 10 to the power minus 2 will become 10 to the power minus 4. that will be meter square. Okay, this will be meter square. So now we just substitute the value here into 10 to the power minus 4. This will be meter square. Okay. So from here we will be getting the value of pressure, that will come in Newton per meter square. And let us simplify. 49 upon 2 into, this will become 10 to the power minus 2 in the denominator, and 10 to the power minus 2 when it will go up, then it will become 10 to the power 2 Newton per meter square. Okay, Newton per meter square. And further if you want to solve, okay, this will become 2 in this case. So further if you want to solve, then we can divide it. This 2 will go with this, 2 to the 4, 2 4 the 8, and 2 5 the 10, that is 24.5. So how much we will be getting? We will be getting this much. 24.5 into 10 to the power 2 Newton per meter square. This is the amount of the pressure which we will be getting. Okay, so this is the method that how we can solve the question which will be given on thrust and pressure according to the definitions and according to the concept which we have known. Okay, thank you.